Episode 4, Bathory.
The power of metal. You're gonna get it.
Today, Record Reviews with Ronus, Episode 4. We are doing Bathory. They were the pioneers of black metal and Viking metal. They were formed in 1983, and in 1984 they released their first album. I'm going to let Ronus tell you all about the album that he's got, and you're going to get it today on Record Reviews with Ronus.
Just popping right in. Anyway, like was said, 80s, this season, first album, right here, first releases. I heard a little bit that there's some bootlegs going around of this. Well, if this is a bootleg, who knows? Anyway, we're going to be checking this out. Anybody that knows this, you know how bad it is. You know Venom, Bathory's badass. Anyway, we're going to check out some of the songs and tell you what we're going to hear today. We're going to hear Reaper, Necromancy, Sacrifice, and Conspiracy with Satan, Raise the Dead, and War. All right, you're going to get it right here. Record Reviews with Ronus, starting now! And so it begins.
This will be a reaction video to me. I've never heard Bathory. I like the production already.
Well, to me, it always sounded like somebody recorded on little tiny speakers in their basement, and that's where the black metal stuff all kind of comes from. Because people say the good black metal sounds like demos.
The guitars aren't as raw as our previous reviews, but
I think the guitar sound is kind of thin, but maybe that's just the production value.
might be
But maybe that's he wanted that tone.
yeah, right. Did you say this is possibly a bootleg?
Oh, I don't know about that, but I'm saying there are bootlegs, and that how they gonna tell them apart if they're. Although they to find out if you got a bootleg in the middle, just your numbers up in there,
Okay.
See, that ain't no Ingve lead, but it served its purpose.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and I believe this is pretty much one guy, Quarthon. This is his band.
Okay.
And the first two, I think, was pretty much just him by himself. And then on the third album, they started getting a band together.
So what? He did the drums too, or
I think he did the drums on this.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Very talented musician.
I mean, I'm not 100% sure on that, but I think that. Here's another something I could tell you. Back right after the second album, I was into getting a lot of What's Up magazines, with these bands, like they had like metal album or magazine or whatever.
Right.
There's a lot of different ones, and one of these albums they had in the back of them they used to have like Wanted and stuff like that.
Right.
Well, this dude put an ad in the back of the paper or the magazine, and this magazine's worldwide. So he sent it worldwide, like, hey, I need a bass player and a drummer in my band. Bathory.
Wow.
I remember reading that, man.
That's cool.
I wish I had that right now. And I might have it. I have a whole ton of metal magazines.
Well, when there's nothing else to do.
we'll just do a thing and say, hey, look at all these. It'll just be probably one episode. It'll be great.
Yeah.
So how do you like that voice?
Sounds like it would hurt to sing that way.
It sounds to me like he's like an ogre or a
troll.
A troll, yeah.
It's got that reverb on it from like back in the early 80s, like all the other ones.
Necromancy.
I like the single note work.
Well, you like the bass?
Yeah, the bass is actually in the mix.
That's some great bass playing.
It's like that real tough bass intro for Running with the Devil.
Yeah, but that's just the intro. Well, all this proves is that, you don't have to have a lot of changes and be real artsy with your music to be heavy as hell.
Yeah. Ronus, is there any songs that you've ever done where you've done the whole thing? Drums, bass, guitar, vocals?
My first Ronus, I did everything by myself.
But you programmed those drums, if I remember right. No?
The first one I did.
Oh, okay.
You didn't know me then. That's what when I first moved out here, I lived in is that Bristol? Is that on the other side of Elkhart?
Yeah. Yep, Bristol, Indiana.
On I think that was Highway 120 by the river.
Okay, yeah.
And I couldn't have nobody to jam with and stuff, and I decided, I was thinking about just giving up music, but I'm like, I have to record some stuff before I do this, and I had these ideas, and I ended up getting this player and recording some stuff, and couldn't find no people to help me out, so I ended up having to do stuff. Originally my first instrument was drums, so I figured maybe I could get some drums, and I did all right.
Right on.
I guess.
And what's the name of that release?
Oh, that was Ronus Satanic Libations.
We'll put a picture of it here.
That's got my most badass song, Preaching Alive. And that's nothing like the stuff I did on my album release. That early stuff was raw as hell. I'll play some of it one day.
Well, Ronus, if you don't mind, one of these days I wouldn't mind reviewing your record. For the record. If you guys haven't heard Ronus' album, it's called Ronus Scalding Metal. Look for it. It's on Discogs. You can get a copy for $10, or you can get up there to 133, I believe I saw, with a CD, so you don't have to spin the album, and it will be signed.
Or you just come over to my house and I'll give you one. I probably got about 75 of them left.
300 copies printed. Ronus, it's a good listen, and I'm proud of it. That I know that you made it, so I think you should be proud of it. So
I thought you were talking about this.
No, I'm talking about your metal. But,
thanks.
All right, yeah, we'll talk about Bathory. Sorry.
I like this one. This one like I don't know. It's just got like a charge. When you're playing like that, it just charges you up. That
Well, the drums in the background hitting it.
Yeah, and then the chords keep. Yeah. That just really emphasizes the energy.
Yeah. You know, I like the way it sounds.
It's really raw, isn't it?
Yeah. It's not as raw as some of the previous ones we've heard, but it's better produced.
Well, I guess
again, it is raw, but it's better produced. So
I
the
think
rawness is there.
That when we did Wild before Death Row, their original sound going in the board into the mixing was probably kind of dirty.
Yeah.
But I think this sounds probably like it was a cleaner sound.
Yeah.
You know,
more controlled and dialed in, like they had more time in the studio.
So then the end production sounds a lot better.
Right.
Because I think that the other dudes had a lot better shit going on, but this is just a lot clearer.
Right. Better produced. Like I said, it seems like they may have spent more time in the studio with setup, getting all the levels correct, and then going at it. Where these guys didn't have much money and said, all right, here's where we're going to go.
Well, another thing, you know, I don't think that this man did any punching in stuff. I think he's like, you know, we're playing this whole song and I'm doing it.
If you have an answer to that, please leave a comment below. Love to hear it. I don't know, in my mind, any drummer that plays that fast, I would think you have to punch it.
Dude, the other guys play way faster than this nowadays.
I'm not a drummer, so I don't know, but but again, if you're a wizard of your craft, you're that good. I love that theme song, dude. Yeah. Ronus, I'm glad you dedicated this season to the early 80s thrash metal. It's awesome.
Where it all began.
Yeah. You know, if you read some of the things that we were reading on the metal forums, that like the previous band or Destruction was like black metal and Viking metal. And then I believe our first episode was, it was metal, but then they said pirate metal. So, it's nice to hear a lot of these earlier bands that started forming the genres that are now out today, you know what I mean? And so you got black metal, Viking metal, pirate metal, you know, gent now, but, you know, but back then it was cool to see that.
You know, I guess we're giving some history here to let some people know about some things. And you know what? I really encourage people to go back and like whatever kind of music you like, hey, where did this stuff start? Who's some people that like got this going? You know, you might be surprised.
You know, I watched a thing about George Lynch was doing an interview about him trying out for Ozzy and not making it, but
Raise the Dead.
Who was the other guy? It was Jakey Lee, I think, that made it, and Warren DeMartini. That was he was learning from him, but he had the Michael Schenker. That was his main influence, was Michael Schenker, and I guess it goes to show you that. You know, George was saying himself that, you know, he was more into his own music and his own style, and Warren DeMartini was helping him learn these cover tunes of Randy Rhoads to try out after Randy had died. And they ended up going with Jakey Lee anyway, but it was just kind of funny that his influence was Michael Schenker.
Well, I like that guy.
Yeah, he's really good.
One of my first favorite influences.
Well, and Michael Schenker even said himself. Yeah, Michael Schenker said that he didn't take lessons. He just liked to play what he hears in his mind.
Yeah, well, Michael Schenker knows Rudy Roth kicks his ass.
I never heard of early John Roth really until I got with Ronus, and then Ronus turned me on to him. Boy, what an amazing guitarist. Highly suggest you check out early John Roth.
Well, okay, that's what I was saying. Like, people need to do research. Like, you knew Scorpions after they was making all them corny ass hits.
Yeah.
You know, like,
Rock you like a hurricane.
God, I can't stand that. Do I have to hear the Zoo again? I mean, come on.
Yeah.
And that's all people listen to.
Yeah, that's like Shook Me All Night Long by AC/DC. Or Stranglehold by Ted Nugent. It's like,
why do I gotta hear that again?
Dang.
Hey, let's hear Stairway to Heaven again.
Yeah. Kill Me Now. Plenty of good songs.
The only good thing about that is after the radio stations stop playing them forever, and you finally hear it again after years and years and years, it sounds really good.
Then you can appreciate it, yeah.
Until the radio station starts playing the hell out of it again. Why do they do that stuff? You know why? Because that's corporate idiotism. Okay, so here you go, Pete. Here's the thing about all this metal bands and all these 80 bands. And they had to start their own record labels because these other labels wasn't going to do that.
Right,
Because
exactly.
they weren't looking for bands.
Right.
They weren't looking for musicians. They were looking for somebody they can mold into whatever they
wanted.
What they think that the people want.
The mass would want, right.
So, and that's why they were so shocked when the thrash stuff came out and Metallica and all these bands were selling all these
Combat.
Metal Blade? Who? I never heard of this Metal Blade. RCA saying that.
Combat, Metal Blade, right.
You know, exactly. That's what I remember. I think, I don't remember if it was Capitol or RCA. They picked up Rigor Mortis. If you ever heard Rigor Mortis, they're a good band, but they ain't like this other stuff. You know, these corporate dudes, they don't know what you know what's going on.
Well, again, they're in the business to sell records, and
Well, you know what? There was a time
people are
when
not.
they weren't out to sell records. They were just like, let's throw it out and see what
Right.
happens. Here, we're going to give you a 3-record contract, and if you can make the grade, then you're good to go. Well, hey, if you didn't make the grade, you still got 3 damn albums, and you got fans, and you can always go do your reunion tours.
Right.
So, you know, but hey, do you think that RCA or Capitol would have ever took Metallica, Kill 'Em All? Hell no.
It wasn't until after they sold a lot of copies of Kill 'Em All that
It was war. Still is war.
Yeah.
And we're listening to it.
yeah, when I hear this kind of vocaling here, I think of black metal.
How do you like all that bouncing he's doing? It almost, it's beautiful chaos. Yeah, I don't know what my favorite song is. Reaper, either it's Reaper or this one. I don't know, dude, that sounds like live in the Metro. Chicago, Illinois. See, because the guitar's got a lot of reverb on it. So it sounds like they're playing the hall.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, that's what they did back in the day to make the music bigger, sound bigger.
Like that.
Yeah, dude. Just hit it.
And there it is.
Man.
There's the scythe. Chopped your head off.
Yeah, no doubt, man. Well, hey, thanks for turning me on to Bathory, man, and all you guys.
What do you think about that?
I'm not a fan of that kind of singing. However, if that guy did everything, what a hell of a musician. And I liked all the guitar work. And again,
Yeah, that was his first thing.
yeah.
And really, he put that out. Nobody ever had nothing like that. He's a lot of people would compare them at the days, Bathory and Venom, kind of like close to the same. But if you look back in your black metal catalog, they will say that these bands are, responsible for helping black metal to become
The
a scene.
grandfather of it, yeah. Wow. Well, that's cool, man. Well, Ronus, again, thanks for turning me on.
All right,
That was awesome.
great.
You guys, that was episode 4, Record Reviews with Ronus, and
You got it!
That concludes episode 4, season 2, with Record Reviews with Ronus, and you got it!